What's going on, everybody? How you doing? And welcome. My name is Lord PeteyTV. As always, we are here to give you your, or I should say, my vault opening for the week. My son is sitting on my lap, so you might see some cuts out of it today, but he wanted to be in here. So yeah, let's get into it. Let's go talk about what we got for our vaults. Let's kind of talk about it real quick. So our vault opening is actually, it's not going to be too glamorous. The priest, the pally, the hunter, there's not much more I can do with them for the season. So I really focused mostly on the druid as a tank and also as a boomkin to kind of get those going and see how they're feeling. I've always loved the boomkin. I've always loved the guardian druid, so I figured why not. As always, if people need more keys on the hunter or they need more damage brought out, I'll bring it out. We do end up doing, I did a couple of mythic bosses to help them out this week, so I got that. So we're going to see that in the hunter vault. This week I'm probably going to have multiple other vaults being opened from raid type stuff, so we will take a look. As we see here, this is our priest. We're going to unlock as holy, and we got myth gloves. Look at that, from hero to myth. All right, we're going to take those because we know those are going to be a solid upgrade. That is great. I'm just going to take a quick snipping. There we go. Take that. Pose, which just priest, got myth gloves. That pose there. I need my hand bud. Then we're going to go from there. Just make sure we take a quick second to equip it so we don't forget. There we are. We've been working on it little by little, and hopefully we'll get there. So that's that. So our priest is done. Priest needs some things here and there. Mostly it's just mythic gear that we have, and nothing is really upgraded. But it's kind of being worked on little by little, and that's how we're planning on doing it throughout the whole entire season, just to get some upgrades and things like that. But like I said, we're at the point where we're just running 110 a week. If we do need more healers during the daytime, I'll just swap to them and do that. We'll end up seeing last week was even the dungeon week at the dungeon weekly, and I really didn't push much on that. So and then now here is the Prot Pally. We end up usually tanking one on him too. Let's take a look. My son is pushing me out of the way, so you see me in a weird position or something, that is why. We have our neck piece, mythic neck piece, for the Prot Pally. Prot Pally with a neck. Now, the question we got to ask ourselves is this going to be worth the crafted when it's fully upgraded? I don't know. Really don't know. That's something I'm going to check. I don't think it would be, because we want the mastery out of it. And a lot of the stuff that's happening with the Prot Pally is you need crafted. So you need the crafted bracers, you need the crafted belt, you need the crafted boots, you need a crafted ring, shoulder, shield, everything. And I was actually just talking to Magam about it, and we were just like, everything right now is going to be crafted or it's going to be tier, except for your trinkets. So it's something to really think of when you're going in on it. And I think that's why I started working on the druid, because we have access to so much loot right now that we can work in so many different facets, which I really, really do enjoy. I might actually just focus on the hunter and the druid next season. With the changing with the baby and everything, I think it might be ideal for myself to try to move back, but just focus on very heavy sided loot sides, or I should say loot vaults. That's what I'm looking for, and it's going to be easier for like the belt and so on and so forth. All right, so let's take a quick look here at what we got. We got mythic wrists, which are not helpful. This is a headpiece, which is hero. No. Shoulders, hero. No. Then chest piece, which is myth, which we already have, which means if anything, we're going to end up taking tokens. So an unfortunate change of events, but that is just how things go. Hunter takes coin. We'll end up taking the coins there. I unfortunately have to remove him. Just screwing me up on Alcoholics. We got our tokens there and everything. Got that. Alright. What keys do we got? Oh, we'll check that with the last guy. And then here comes the Druid. Like I said before, the Druid is going to have a pretty big vault. I think we ran close to like 20 keys last week just on the Druid. We got him so much gear for tanking and for DPS. It is crazy. Some people are even telling me that I shouldn't even be going... what's it called? They shouldn't even be going... what's it called? Boomkin. They told me that I should go Feral because it's probably in the best place that's been in a while. Now, the other thing is that, actually, you know what? Right now, we have Guardian Trinkets. Our big thing is we don't have the other trinkets. Let's see. Boomkin. Can I just equip the Boomkin? Tristan, please be careful, buddy. But the other thing is, like, I have okay trinkets. They're okay trinkets, but that is the thing that we're lacking, is the trinkets. And the crafted we could do one way or another, because we have two sparks. So we could theoretically craft more sparks. I'm really trying to figure this out and play this out right. Because overall, I think the only thing left is I need... We've got the foot bomb, and we got the circlet, which I'm actually debating about taking the circlet and changing it over to a crafted ring and going from there. I don't know. I have to kind of sit and think. Now, the other thing is, if I end up going Guardian, I need to be able to get a weapon. So which way should I roll? I think I'm just going to roll Boomkin for trinkets. So let's see how this goes. We'll roll Boomkin for trinkets. We'll see how it is, because the trinkets are more important than than weapons, because we can always craft weapons. Let's take a look. Ring, robe, belt. Ring's not going to do anything. Well, we could take the chest piece. That will definitely be an upgrade. We'll go from there. Druid has... we're taking the chest there, because I'm pretty sure that that's the one thing that we're going to end up only being able to get anything from. My son is literally pushing me out of the way. So I know that for tanking, you do not use a chest piece. You use a looted chest piece, and I think it's shoulder or gloves. I don't know. I have to look what the Boomkin one is, but so overall, not too bad. So, all right, I want to say thank you all very much for hanging out, checking out our vault. Thankfully, we're gonna have some good stuff in here, and we'll kind of see how things are going. I'm gonna check out our loot and everything for that, because it's gonna be a little more complicated. As you can see here, we got a Dark Flame Cleft 12 and a Workshop 10. It's not too bad. We did get 3K on our Hunter, so that was working out well. Hopefully we can end up doing something very similar with the Druid, just to kind of see how it goes. And then if we end up getting a controller that we've requested from a company, we might actually do a 0 to hero on controller, just to kind of show people the difference of running controller in a key opposed to running as everything else. Hey, buddy, so are we. All right, thanks again, everyone. Make sure you follow, join, subscribe. We're on Twitch and YouTube every single Monday through Friday. I appreciate you all. Thank you very much. Bye, everybody.